Game Over 86, guys, coming back with another wonderful video, guys, and I want to thank you for enjoying, watching, and sticking around for this channel. Today, I'm going to be talking about my Xbox collection. I'm going to be showing you guys what I own on my Xbox One collection, so I hope you guys enjoy it. So let's go ahead and get into this video. First off, guys, I'm going to start off with some of the exclusives. Some of it's going to be mixed match, so bear with me on that part. I'm going to run through it a little bit quicker than I do with the PlayStation ones, so you guys ain't sitting here for 25, 30 minutes. I'm going to try to go as quick as I can. Bear with me, because some of these guys I'm passionate about and I do enjoy. But Gears of War 4, I really do enjoy it. This game came with all the Gears, Gears 1, 2, 3, and Judgment. So I really do enjoy these games. I thought they were amazing. This is 4K 60 frames, so it was pretty fun. It was pretty cool to see. I don't play a lot of online Gears just because I was behind in the franchise when I started playing it, so I couldn't get into all that online gameplay. And I'm not a big fan over the shoulder online multiplayer kind of gameplay. But all in all, the game is really, really, really fun. A lot of people dog this game. I honestly don't. I thought it was an okay game. It's not groundbreaking by any means. I played it a lot. I like that it came with Alan Wake. Really cool game. It's kind of a pricier game for the 360, and it's kind of harder to find. Some people, are asking alright amount of money for it back when I was looking at it. But Quantum Break was pretty fun. It just wasn't groundbreaking to me. It wasn't over the top. And I paid $7 for that game, so I can't really say it was bad. Another game that I thought was going to turn out to be pretty good, but turned out to kind of be a bummer. I'm glad I only paid $12 for it, and it was Hello Neighbor. I know a lot of people like this game, and I've seen this game streamed a lot. And yeah, there's too cartoony for me on that part for it to be scary. And it was odd. The game, the way you get somewhere, it's like an automatic you're gonna get caught. The way they would make the game design, you get down there, you get the keys, but like there's one missing automatically for you to do. It was kind of cool. And if you guys have played the game Prey, there's a jump between that where you think you're in the city or you think you're being transported in a helicopter, and really you're not. It's on a little hydraulic lift, and the windows to get broke, and it's a studio back there recording your every move. And it seemed like that there was like a giant world out there with Hello Neighbor, and you realize that it's lights and it's all set up, staged back there, like he was just watching you being, a fucking weirdo. Other game that's gotten a lot of high praise. I really enjoy this game. Sunset Overdrive is a really fun game. Insomniac made a really bright, colorful game. It's one of the I believe only console exclusives. I could be wrong now, but I believe it didn't come to anywhere else, not even on PC. So the only place you can play this game is on the Xbox One. It's a really fun game. I do like Insomniac, and I said in recent past on other games, they're always been unique with guns, whether it be on Resistance, whether it be on Ratchet and Clank, or even with the Spider-Man new game, the gadgets. Sunset Overdrive had them guns. They had the unique styles of what these guns do, and I thought the overall concept of the game was fun. I enjoyed the way you could grind on rails. It kind of had that freeloading, or free roaming. I say loading, but free roaming like the Tony Hawk. You could go anywhere, and do whatever and shoot things, and it was pretty fun. It was a different style of game. I would buy another one if they made a Sunset Overdrive 2. I think it would be worth it. The next game is Wolfenstein: The New Order. This is the one before the new Colossus. It's a really fun game. It came with I think the New Blood or whatever it was called add-on. I did buy this game. I beat it. It's a fun franchise. And if you guys haven't played the new Colossus with it, it kind of had a mediocre sale. Really great game. If you want to talk about a really good first-person story shooter, Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus was amazing. Now, there's some brutal stuff in that game, man. There's some vulgarity, there's some nudity, there's some violence. So kids out there that are old enough to understand and play that game, and if you're not, ask your parents, obviously, but just know that this story and these games are amazing. It looks really great. The way it plays on the Xbox One X with Wolfenstein: The New Colossus 2 was amazing. The other one I had to get, I got this one. I know this was the PlayStation 3 and I believe an Xbox 360 title. And I was gonna get it, but it came so late with the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One coming that I always told myself, you know what, I'm not gonna get this game until later if it comes to the new gen, and it finally did. come to the new gen. These games were at first really hard to find. A lot of people are trying to sell these games for 30 or 40 bucks. I seen, and they got them at Walmart for like $16 to $20. They had like 4 or 5 of these games, and I went ahead and got me one, but they weren't on shelves for the longest time. This Ghostbuster game I paid $13 for. I thought it was going to be really cool. I haven't played it with my kids. I probably put about 30 to 40 minutes into this game because I like Ghostbuster stuff. I like the franchise of the actual movie and the real Ghostbuster game that they made for the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. Really awesome game. I thought that was one of my favorite Ghostbuster games I've ever played. And I know the other Ghostbuster games from like the NES and stuff like that sucked. But when it came to sheer quality, story, game, the gadgets, it felt like a traditional Ghostbuster movie / game. And them games, to me, I don't know if it's really a hidden gem, but I know a lot of people didn't pick that game up, and it holds value, man. It's like 40, 50 bucks for that game. Or you can buy it, I think, on the Xbox One store for like 10 or 15 bucks, which is worth it because it's backwards compatible. This game right here was kind of a bummer, though, playing it. It wasn't the same, and I thought it would be. But I only paid, I think, 12 or 15, 20 bucks for it. Borderlands, the Handsome Collection. I got this for the sheer fact that I never played these on the old gen, Xbox 360 or the PlayStation 3, and I decided, you know what, I'll get it. It's 20 bucks. It comes with the prequel and Borderlands 2. It's a fun game. It's fun. I didn't play the online. I really do like the story. I hope that they make a Borderlands 3. I'll get it. I'll get on that little fan craze right there. I think people didn't really overlook it, but when it first came out to me, there were so many other great games at the time. I overlooked it, and that's shame on me because it's a great game. Next one, obviously, I don't have to really explain it. WWE 2K18. Halo Wars 2, pretty fun. Different style of running Halo. I didn't play the first Halo. I didn't play the first Halo Wars, but the second one to me is pretty fun. I put about 10 hours into it. It's fun. It's one of them games though on there that once I beat, it's like I get bored of that type of style. I've never really liked that over the top strategy when it comes to a big major game like that. It would have been cool if they made it more of like an indie style game where it has like not as like, oh, you got to bring everybody over here and bring planes and cars and beat this one boss and you have to keep reloading. They should have made it more arcadey. I think it would have been better, and I think it would have turned out a little bit better. Super Lucky Tales, really fun platformer. They could have done a little bit better with the aiming and the controls. It kind of reminds me of Ukulele. When it comes to steering and controls, sometimes the depth, you don't know how far to jump. It's a fun game. It was easy. I beat it in pretty much one sitting. 8 hours pretty much in. Dragon Age Inquisition, really another fun game by BioWare. And I've been really crucial on BioWare, especially with certain games that they have made in the past. And it's one of the EA games that I can honestly say is a really fun game. If you guys like your RPGs, this game cost me $10, so you won't be discouraged. It's a really fun game. Another great game that I thought was really cool was the Rare Replay. And I have been really hard on Rare because of their quality that they used to do. And to me, this was worth it because it pretty much had everything from my Nintendo 64 childhood in here, excluding a few games. Some were on Super Nintendo and other stuff, but for the most part, I got it for Battletoads, Conker's Bad Fur Day, Banjo-Kazooie, Perfect Dark, stuff like that. Really fun. If you guys haven't got that, it's not even that expensive. I think it's $7-10. Divinity Original Sin. My brother and I actually played this on the PC a long time ago. Or not my brother, but my friend. I always say my brother because me and him play PC a lot. But the other one, this is one of the best RPGs I've played. And I played it on PC first, and it came to Xbox One. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to pick this game up. It was kind of pricey when I first bought it. I paid $30 for it. And I know Divinity Original Sin 2 is getting great reviews. I think it's like a 94 or 96 on Metacritic. But I don't really care about Metacritic. But these games do have value, a lot of hours. And if you guys like a mixture between somewhat, not really Diablo, but have that view of Diablo, but with RPG mechanics and stuff like that. It's a really fun game. You guys should really check this game out at least. At least try it out on Game Pass if they have it. I believe they do. Assassin's Creed, the Enzo collection, really fun. I really liked Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, and Revelations. They were fun. Pick that game up. A lot of people do talk about this game. The story mode is awesome. I played the online for a little bit, but I do have to give EA and Respawn, right? Respawn Entertainment, some credit. I didn't play the first Titanfall. I did play the second one, and the campaign's amazing. So if you guys haven't got this game, if it's every $5, $10, $15, it's worth picking up just for the campaign alone. And there's a lot of games going away from the campaign, so that's always good. Or that's always bad. So it's always good to get something that has a really strong quality campaign, because you don't get that in a lot of games anymore. Fallout New Vegas, pretty fun game, but it's a Fallout game. Obviously, you got Doom. I had this on the PS4, but I had to get it on the X. When they did the update, I know they did it for the PlayStation 4, but like I said, I don't have a Pro. Otherwise, I would have just used the update there, but I didn't have a PlayStation 4 Pro, and I already had my Xbox One X. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to check it out, see what it's like. Final Fantasy Typo HD, or Type 0. Type 0. Really fun game. I haven't synced a lot of time into it. Square Enix does make great Final Fantasy games. I got the majority on PlayStation when it comes to anything 15. Final Fantasy 15. I do have on the Xbox. Me and my brother spent a lot of time playing this game, and it's one of my favorite ones out of all of them that's came out recently. I know they're getting re-released on the Xbox and the Nintendo Switch, but as far as open world graphic power, I mean, even on the PC is amazing. But the story, everything's just so well done in here. I enjoy playing this game, and I want to keep sinking time into it. But with so many games, so many JRPGs that I love and RPGs, it's hard to sink that much time into it. Some games now that I'm going to go through are kind of a bummer, kind of them were okay. I thought this was going to be an alright game. I did get the Olympic edition to where, you know, you have all the extras, and I only paid $20 for it. So I played a little bit of it. It's okay. It could have been a lot better. I think if they make games like this, make them more arcadey, kind of like SSX, you know, Tricky or 3 or whatever. Make them more arcade friendly, like 1080 from the Nintendo 64 or like Amped from the original Xbox. That would, I think, done better. I know some people try to go as most realistic, simulating and all that, but some people like to play arcades, you know, for the sheer just having fun and doing some crazy stuff. The next game, NBA 2K18. It's the first NBA 2K I bought on my Xbox One X last year. I had to check it out. I love basketball, but the way 2K's been going, I don't know if I'm going to really spend more time and money on them. I haven't bought the new WWE 19. I haven't bought the new 2K19 basketball. So a lot of that's kind of like a bummer, in a way. The way they just microtransaction everything's making me just not want to support them. And they used to be really, really good, man, at football 2K and back in the day with baseball and all that stuff. They used to be awesome back in like 05, 06 and stuff. But they really have shit on their customers, and it's starting to really just hit home to where I don't want to support them. Another game that was hard, another company that was hard to support. DICE makes beautiful games. They got a lot of money. Obviously, Lucasfilms, the rights EA has gotten from Star Wars. The story mode was okay. It was bland. It would have been cool if you could have played as like Luke Skywalker or, you know, Han Solo and all the good ones. It is a beautiful game. I played online for 5 minutes. Game over 86, baby. Telling that truth. 5 minutes. Because of all the bullshit that EA pulled. Man, I love Star Wars, man. My favorite franchises of all time. One of them. Bioshock. The collection. I played, my favorite one, obviously, a lot of people say Bioshock or Bioshock 2. I liked Infinite. A lot of people don't like that game. I thought it was cool. I thought it was unique. The way that it ended was kind of odd. But it was a cool game. I played all the other Bioshocks. I had to get the collection. Really, really good franchise. And you know, and I understand it's a 2K game, but they don't have to kill you with microtransactions to make it a great game, in my opinion. The Fractured Butthole. Hey, it got postponed. I actually pre-ordered a long time ago on the PlayStation, and then it got delayed twice. So they gave me my money back. They refunded my money, but I got the Stick of Truth, even though I owned it on the PlayStation 3. You got that for pre-ordering this, so I actually got a free game for free and I just took the money back and used it to buy something else because I was like, man, this sucks. I wanted to play it. They postponed it twice, and I was like, you know what, just give me my money back. I'll wait for the game to go on sale. So I waited a whole nother year for Black Friday for like $20, $25, $27, something like that. And I went and bought it. And I was talking about this game earlier. If you guys haven't played this game, it's a really fun game. It's really odd and quirky. It's like one of them games where you think to yourself when you start playing and something crazy happens, like I said, the glass breaks and you think you were, actually flying in a helicopter. They manipulated this person into thinking that he was living a certain life, and really he wasn't living in a high rise or a nice skyscraper. He was living in pretty much a test lab, it seems like. And the way the story unfolds with the guns and the bad guys, the aliens, or whatever you want to call them, the game is awesome, man. If you want to talk about sci-fi, it's best. Prey was a really cool game, and a lot of people passed up on that game, and it's only like $20. A lot of these games, man, are deals, so you can pick them up now for a lot cheaper. Monster Hunter World, I made 2 different characters. I know I made a mistake. I made 2 different characters for the simple fact that I was just using a different name, and I wanted to use a different my gamer name or whatever. And I changed, and I put about 68 hours in my first name and then 64 hours in the second one. I played a lot, and man, you want to talk about a game that gives you a lot of free quality content. They've given you so much stuff, and that's what I liked about the Monster Hunter World and Capcom on this game is they give you a game with a lot of free content to keep you playing. And if they were going to charge you, I mean, they do charge if you want to buy the extra stuff, like, Ryu stuff with the Hadouken or the Hakugen or whatever you want to call it. But all in all, you could just beat some of the stuff and get all the extra stuff for free, the skins and whatnot. And on PlayStation, I think it had extra stuff from like Horizon Zero Dawn, which is unique and cool too. It's really cool to see a company give you a lot of free stuff like that. And man, the game is worth it. Even if it's $20-$30 right now, I'd buy it. If I don't own it, that's a game worth buying. You're going to sink a lot of time if you like the Monster Hunter. Forza 3, everybody knows about that. Really great game, really great racing game. I ain't got Forza 4. I played a little bit of it on the Game Pass. I'll wait for it to go down in price. Assassin's Creed Origins. I really enjoyed this. I have played every Assassin's Creed to date. And back in the PlayStation 3, I bought Assassin's Creed. And I played it for about an hour, and I sat down and waited a few months. And I thought to myself, I'm going to get back into this game. And I got back into it, and I'm glad I did. The really thing I like about Origins and so on with Odyssey, which I'll talk about later, is that there were no walls blocking you to go anywhere. It was literally open world. You go wherever you want, even if the bosses were too big for you. It made for a great game, a better exploration, and developing your character through an RPG mentality, which they finally moved to in Odyssey, which I'll talk about a little bit more. Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus, I did talk about this. Like I said, it's one of the best first-person story shooters, and that's all you're going to get from it. But I'm telling you, you want to talk about great detail, anybody that's got an Xbox One X, or even a PlayStation 4 Pro, go check this game out. It didn't sell real well. It got released in a bad time with other great games. I actually bought this game on the PlayStation, or I didn't buy it on the PlayStation 4, my buddy did, but I think he sold his PS4, he deleted his account or whatever, so I didn't have this game. So I went ahead and bought it again. They sent me the Peggy version, which is odd because I bought it from Amazon, but everything works good. I like this game. I like old school gun games. I don't like all that futuristic stuff, jumping off walls and all that other shit. I just never liked it. I got this game, played a lot of it. I did a review on it a long time ago. I need me and my wife to really get into this game, or somebody like my brother wants to play it. I've heard nothing but great things from it, and another EA game that didn't turn out to be junk because of the way there's no microtransactions and all that other bullshit that they added in. Rogue Trooper Redux is another game back in I think PlayStation 2 and the Xbox days. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's that time, and I never did play it back then. For the mere fact is a lot of the games were overpriced or hard to find, so I got the remake of it. I'm glad I did. Fun, really fun game. I haven't played it all the way through. It's not really great graphically, but it is better. It's a lot more cleaned up. Red Faction Guerrilla Remastered. It's fun if you like destruction, and I really do like these games. Red Faction Guerrilla and all them other games that came out over the years, they're fun. I had to get this one because I didn't own any of the ones from the Xbox 360 or the PS3 era. So I wanted to pick that one up to really get into that story again from the PlayStation 2 and all that stuff era. And it didn't disappoint. Yes, I know. I know it's been free on PlayStation Plus. I think you can get it for free on Xbox Game Pass. I bought it way before, though, all that. I have played the crap out of this game. Really fun. I remember the prologue or whatever it's called. The Phantom Pain is amazing. It's an amazing game. I'm sorry, Konami don't make great games anymore. Pretty much. Anyway, Far Cry Primal, another fun game. I wanted to play that game. A lot of people said it was kind of a bummer, and I can see their point, but I kind of like that old school. You're out there with a stick. You know, you gotta. It's not like Far Cry 5 where you can just run around and collect things so much easier and craft. It takes a little bit more time in this one, and that's where I think Far Cry 5 did better. Was it was less more grindy, and it was more straight to the point. And it seems like in Far Cry Primal you got to take more time just to get one little thing. And like Far Cry 4, it's a fun story. It just seemed like it was a lot of dead space in between missions and having to travel. And Far Cry 5 didn't really have that. They did a really great job. Halo 5, fun game. I played a little bit online. I liked the game to an extent. I never been a big Halo fan. I didn't grow up in the Halo craze, even though I did own the Halos. I never really got into it for the simple fact because I was playing SOCOM on the PlayStation 2 era, and then we went over and I started playing Call of Duty a lot more, and I played a lot more JRPG and RPG games. I started getting into that movement, which I always had it in the old school like 16-bit era, and then there was that span with the PlayStation 1. But when it came to the jump from the Nintendo 64 and the Dreamcast and all that, yes, they did have their fair share on the Dreamcast of JRPGs or RPGs, but it was kind of just getting repetitive to me. And then the PlayStation 2 hit, and it seemed like, they had that thing for the online Ethernet port. You screwed in with a penny on the fat PlayStations. And it was fun. It came with a mic, so it was like one of the first games that came with a mic built in with the game. It was fun. Halo, it was fun too. It's just, I honestly think Bungie was better at it than, I think it's 343. Yeah, 343 that creates a lot of it now. I think Bungie did a better job. I know what you guys are thinking. This one was the edition. I thought that it was going to be fun. I played it on PC for a little bit, and I was like, you know what? I got some buddies online that want to play it on Xbox because they don't do it on PC, even though it can hook up. But they just wanted to play it on their Xbox, so I got it there, and it runs like shit. I heard that there's an update, but I haven't given it a second thought to even go back. I wish it would have been better. Pasture, played a little bit of it. It's a little weird. It's a little jumpy, a little weird, like kind of odd the way that the bad guys are in the game. It's real easy to kill them, but the story is just odd to get into. I haven't really got into it that much. Game that I thought was going to turn out to be really fun. Another Peggy game sent to me, and I'm like, why can't I get the US version, Amazon? Like, why do you guys send me this? Like, I'm not complaining, like, but I order it and it shows the US version, and then I get this in the mail. Like, fix your shit. It's a fun game, but I couldn't get into it enough to give it a shit. To me, racing games are racing games when they're simulators, kind of like Gran Turismo. Spore, I heard, is okay. It's a simulator, but I like Forza better because it's more arcadey, more out there, more open. Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and 2, fun. I played the hell out of both of them. The G11, man, slapped everybody through walls. You guys know what I'm talking about. That G11 was nasty. And I think they had the Model 1889s. Maybe that one wasn't it. Maybe that was a different one. But, man, them Akimbo 1889 models, them shotguns, they had range like no other. They had to get, dampered down. Grand Theft Auto 4, Liberty City. Really fun game. Red Dead Redemption. And this one's the Game of the Year edition, so it comes with the Undead Nightmare. And fun game. Red Dead Redemption. Really fun game. In the old generation. I'm glad that I bought the Game of the Year remastered. And that's the cool thing. A lot of these games that you're asking, well, Game Over 86, you know, why do you have so many on Xbox? And like I said, I'm not gonna lie, I can play a lot of these games on my new Xbox One X. I don't have to hook up the 360 to play these, and a lot of these games don't play on the PS4. And if they did, I would probably get them on the PS4 because that was a console that I had the majority of my games on at the time before I bought the Xbox One X last year when it came out. Burnout Paradise remastered. It would have been cool to have that Burnout Revenge. That would be really cool if they could remaster that or bring that. That would be sweet. I know you can play it backwards compat, but remaster would be badass. Revenge was awesome to me. I really enjoyed it. Grand Theft Auto 5. Really, really fun. LA Noire. I played this on the PS3 a long time ago. Fell in love with the story. It gave me all the add-ons and whatnot. It was really cool. Mirror's Edge Catalyst. Played it a little bit. I played the first one. It's fun. They did a little bit better with the second one, but story still lacked. Extinction. Probably one of the worst games I've ever played. This generation. I mean, I took No Man's Sky off the list because they actually fixed a lot of the problems. So this is like one of the games you don't ever want to buy. If you want to, I mean, if it's ever $5-10 and you're a collector and you're like, you know what, I got to pick it up. I guess. Worms, Weapons of Mass Destruction All-Stars. Got that game for $5. I know a lot of people are buying this game like on a limited run and whatnot for the Switch and paying $30-35 or whatever it is. Paid $5. Clearance, Walmart. Madden 19. Got this for $40. I won't pay full price. Haven't bought any map pack cards. I played about 2 hours and I have not played it ever since. It's real buggy, and I thought, you know what, I love football. I'm done buying Maddens every year. This will probably be my last Madden I ever buy until they fix their shit. Mass Effect Andromeda, I paid $7 for it. A lot of people, like I said, I give BioWare a lot of crap when they were talking about puddles with the Spider-Man Insomniac, and I tweeted, BioWare, you made Mass Effect Andromeda. You want to talk about a game that wasn't finished properly or given a shit. You can't really dog Insomniac for Spider-Man when you made Mass Effect Andromeda. For the simple fact that the game, just the graphics, everything, the details, looked like you guys didn't give a shit. It looked like EA, again, jumped your bones and said, look, you got 2 days to make it. Get it done. Onrush. Really, really, really cool game. I really wish, and I know it's owned by, I think, PlayStation, or they have the rights to the games. Nobody else does. Maybe they do. I don't know. But Pacific Rift, Motorstorms, all them games, this is what it kind of reminds me of. This game's fun. It's cool because you go through these little, like little markers and stuff, and it builds up your boost and your onrush, and you can literally just slap everybody when you turn on that booster, that nitro, that onrush. You can own everybody. Just runs through everybody. Destruction, the rolling mechanisms. It kind of reminded me of Motorstorm, and that would be cool to see PlayStation. Obviously, it'll probably be a PlayStation 5 game if they do, but it would be cool to see a Motorstorm. I know they made Motorstorm Pacific Rift, and like Arctic's Edge on the PSP and Apocalypse. So them were fun games that I actually own on the PS3. Ori and the Blind Forest, Will of the Wisp. Ori and the Blind Forest, but the next one, Will of the Wisp, I believe, this game's so fun. I'm literally, I can't even explain how far I am on it. I'm really pretty far, for my opinion on it. And a lot of people are like, oh, great game. It is an amazing game. Amazing game. I paid $15 for it on Amazon. It was on sale, and I got it for $15. And I think it's only originally like $22 right now. So, I mean, it's not really going to break the bank if you guys want it. This is a must pick up game, guys. If you guys have not got that game, check it out. Will of the Wisp is going to be another great game for the franchise. So check that game out. It's really, really well done. And there's a lot of good platform jump kind of tricks that you got to learn in that game. And it comes with a lot of upgrades. And it's really cool. It's a really unique game. A lot of people have already seen my review on this. A lot of people dog this game. It wasn't as good as the other ones, obviously. It was really fun. The way the story ended was weird and wacky and not really Tomb Raider-ish, in my opinion. the game's fun. It looks beautiful. I still like how you can hide in the mud, and I love that stealth combat play. And she was more darker in this game. That's kind of cool. It's a change, kind of like God of War. They went from that aspect to where he went, but all in all, that to me the game's fun. I know it's one of the highest rated Tomb Raiders, or it sold more than the other ones because it was sold on multi-plats, unlike the other one that was sold on an Xbox timed exclusive. But still, it's a great game. And yeah, I like I said in the review, I wouldn't pay $60 for it. I'd wait for it to go down in price, $40-$30. I think that's a fair deal. And they got DLC coming out to it and stuff like that. So I mean, I think it's going to be worth it in the long run. And a lot of that stuff will go on sale, especially when they don't sell right off the bat. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I put about 52 to 54 hours in this game, and I'm at like rank 47 or 48. I went through I just recently went through the arena and beat everybody, and then when you beat everybody, like, it goes you like 28 rank guy, and I was like a 45, 46 when I started doing this. And you upgrade your arrows, obviously your arrows in your trigger form. I'm sorry guys, I got a runny nose. Anyway, them arrows will do so much damage when you zoom in and like aim the arrow. That special arrow, you guys know what I'm talking about. But I went through that whole list and I killed everybody, not took them all out, even the 50 rank. And then after you're done, you talk to that guy. Another guy comes up and like he has another list of people with like 50 more people. And I wanna get higher rank. I want to get to at least 50 max right there. So I got some other missions that I got to do and stories that I got to do. But I wanted to play the arena because for the simple fact is I've been playing the whole game, and I'm going to show you guys, I think, a review on that in the upcoming week, and give you guys my full opinion on it because I have sunk enough time into it I think it's like a 60-hour game. So I'm almost there, and then the DLC will add, obviously, value to it. But I'm almost there to give you guys a real solid view on it, unlike YouTubers that give you, 2 days later, and they're like, I got a review coming. And it's like, shut up. The reason why I played Arena is because this game was coming out and I didn't play Arena yet in Odyssey. So I wanted to jump in there before I jumped and sunk my life into this game. I'm kidding. Red Dead Redemption 2. If it didn't come out this year, in my opinion, a lot of people are going to say God of War. So Spider-Man is my game of the year, and I'm not saying that because I'm a Sony fan or I'm biased or whatever. I just enjoyed Spider-Man, and if this game wasn't out, I would say Spider-Man won it. But I believe this game and God of War is going to be in the running. I don't believe Forza has a chance. Not that I don't like Forza 4. It's not as repetitive. You can't sink as much time as you can in this. And it really didn't move away from the Forza 3. Like God of War moved away from God of Wars. And then this game, you're going to sink a lot of time in. I haven't put a whole lot of time into it, guys. I'm still at my camp. I'm still going around helping people. I'm still doing missions. My recent mission that I just did was... I had to go and get money from a guy, request money at his house, and threaten him a little bit. And I ain't got any spoilers for you. I'm still, hunting and delivering stuff to upgrade my guy and his gear because I need to upgrade my cabin area or, my cot area where we sleep. So I got a lot more work to do, guys. And I know I just bought the $60 version, but the $80 version people were talking about had like a map, but you get a map in here. I don't know if it's like a different type of map, if it's a more detailed map. I don't know. So if you guys got the $80 version, let me know if the map's different or if it's more unique. And if you guys follow me on Twitter, take a picture and send that to me so I can see it, because I was just curious about it and I didn't want to pay $80. The guy up there at Walmart was like, yeah, we got the $80 version of 60. And I'm like, well, what's the $80 version? God, that's so different. And he, I don't know if it's Steelbook or whatever, but he just said, well, it comes with a map. And I was thinking, damn, they used to give you maps all the time in Rockstar games for free for the $60 games. And he's like, yeah, I know. And then I opened it up when I got home and I was like, oh, it has the map. So I'm wondering what kind of map it has in there. All in all, great game. And guys, I do have a lot of games through the Game Pass and through the games with gold. So a lot of them are digital that I do own. And the reason why I own them is because they're free that you get through the month subscription. And the other reason is some of these games that you get, like from the 360, or some of the games that are that I own digitally that I paid like $4 for, $10 for. A lot of them original Xbox games or even Xbox 360 games are very expensive. Some people want $35 for, you know, certain games, and you could pay $15. Like I was saying about the Ghostbusters game that's backwards compat. You can pay, I think, $15 or $10 for it, and it's like $40, $50 that people are asking for on the 360. So that's the reason. I do have a ton of games. I don't have that list here to show you. I should have recorded all that and just shown you guys, but I do have over 100, I think 96 just digital games. And a lot of them were free from Games with Gold because you get, you know, 2 Xbox Ones and 2 Xbox 360 games. And it's like that with my PlayStation 4 video. If you guys watch that too on the collection, I have a ton. I have like 292 because I got it on day one, and I've always been a PlayStation Plus subscriber when it started, so I could play online. But I've always collected all them games too, and I have a lot of digital indie games on there before the Switch came out, which now the Switch is pretty much getting all the seconds and thirds that PlayStation and Xbox had in even Steam. So anyway, guys, let me know what your guys' collection is. If you guys even own an Xbox One, if you guys do, let me know what your guys' favorite game is out of the exclusives, even though some of them are on PC. Let me know what you guys think of the collection. Let me know what you guys are looking forward to playing, or if you guys are playing also Red Dead Redemption 2 or Assassin's Creed Odyssey, or if you guys are waiting for them prices to drop. Also, guys, if you're new to this channel, I'm sorry that the video takes this long. I enjoy talking about video games passionately, and I hope you guys enjoy this too. And I hope you guys understand that I love video games, and I want you guys to experience the love, and I hope you guys are entertained. I'm sorry that I don't have gameplay on all this. This would take forever to record every single game. But I hope you guys do appreciate the video. And if you guys, like I said, are new, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter. I'll leave a link down in the description. If you don't want to follow me on Twitter, that's fine. Just make sure you ring the bell and subscribe here to this channel so that you can be notified of videos when they come out. And like I said, they come out normally Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 o'clock Central Time in America, United States. And sometimes I will do a random video. I will do a live stream. I will do an unboxing. Just click the bell to stay notified for them videos as well. And leave me a comment down below about what we were talking about. I will get back with you. Hit the thumbs up if you would like to. If you don't like the video, hit the thumbs down. And if you want to share this video with your friends. And if, you know, some of these games that you guys don't have in your collection, you know, make sure if you guys want to find them. These are great deals. Some of these games are really cheap, so make sure you get out there if you want these games. May wait for Black Friday. Some of these games are just sometimes cheap. You got to look for them on sales. A lot of people on Twitter that you can follow have a lot of them updates where they're like, hey, this game's on sale. Go check it out. And sometimes you can get a great deal. Some of my games that I didn't even know about on Amazon that were $12 or $20, you know, they went on sale because people I seen on Twitter that I followed that led me to that. So anyway, guys, I love you very much. Stay safe. I'll see you guys Friday. I hope you guys have a rest of your week. Wonderful, wonderful time. Enjoy your video games. Do a good deed. Stay safe. I love you. Peace.